Hey, Coach, with us this afternoon, got Coach Hank Bullard of the Lincoln Hornets. Coach, big win today. She knocked out L&J Prep. They beat you the first time, I think, and maybe quadruple overtime at their place.
By 2.
How big was it to have it at your place today, and how well do you think you guys played in this game? Because I think you led from start to finish.
Pretty much so. A lot better start to this game for us than we did over there. They've got a very good ball club. They're well coached. They switch defenses nicely, and the fun thing about them is they're not arrogant, they're confident, and they're really a tough group to play with and against it. But we showed up for 4 quarters today. I was really proud of it.
I think you had to be proud of you guys. Were you trying to slow it down at the end a little bit, or are you still trying to attack the basket, trying to kill some time off the clock at the end?
The players were trying to attack the basket. I was trying to slow it down just a little bit to get the clock out and draw some fouls, which we finally did, and to go to the line and where we can make some really good shots.
Your guys very productive. That little kid for them, number 3 for them. Number 3 was he was a three-point shooter.
Yeah, in fact, number 5 hurt us over there. He had 28. I don't know what he had tonight, but we did a better job on him tonight. But he's really tough going to the hole. He's going to be a good high school player. Number 3, Harris. I knew he was a shooter. He didn't have a good shooting night over at L&J, but we played him a little different defensively there. I won't give out the secrets of what we did today. But
the kid was Harris as well.
Yeah, okay. I think isn't his name Harris? Hey.
Little number 3 for them, Harris. Yeah.
Isn't it Harris? His last name?
Yeah, Taylor. I believe so.
Taylor Harris, isn't it?
Taylor Harris.
Right.
Taylor Harris, gotcha.
He's a good ball player.
And I guess in the first half, like you see, you were able to keep them away from the basket offensively. Your inside game, probably defensively in the first half, you probably took them away from their game, forced them to shoot outside.
Well, I thought our center, who's a first-year kid, Zurich, did a great job. But kudos to our 4, Aiden Sharpless, who you're going to talk to in a few minutes, because he did a whale of a job on the boards. And I don't think he picked up a foul in the second half. He had 3 in the first, but he did a great job and was really where we needed him to be. And he got a couple of clutch baskets at the end too, making his layups like he needs to.
And one thing I'm sure you're glad you had a decent lead at the end, because they were able to get a few inbounds, steals at the end. A couple of shots they had chances at. They didn't convert, but they still had a few last-minute chances there.
We're still working on score and time. We're trying to teach time and score awareness, which is something very critical, as you know, in basketball. And these kids are just now learning it, and they're getting better. They're going to need it for the tournament, because this pretty much makes it. It's going to be tough the rest of the way, but we've got good chances for L&J and Lincoln to be in the county tournament now.
Who's our first player we should talk to today? Who do you recommend first?
Oh, I think we should go with Mr. Bryson Suggs.
Okay, Suggs, come on in, Suggs. Bryson Suggs with us. Bryson, big game today, offensively scoring points, defensively playing very good defense, and also moving the ball well too. Now, one time he made a great move to the bucket. The ball didn't go in that time. One of the nice behind-the-back moves going to the bucket on the right side. But overall today, talk about your game, how well it went for you. What went well today?
It went well. The dribbling and the pass making.
I called you a pickpocket early in the game, because early in the game you were getting some great steals out there, some super steals defensively. Kind of set the tone for the game early with those big steals, and I'm sure that made a big plus for your team too. You had to feel. What do you feel about this game as far as the win goes? What's it mean to beat these guys? Because you got you the first time before overtimes. What's it mean to beat these guys today, to you and the team?
Like Coach said, we had figured out what they were doing, so we can stop it when we play them again.
I'll tell you one thing. I saw you over at that MLK game at Smith. And I think you might have went up one time almost close to the rim, had a pretty good chance. But another one I saw you on one time too. Remember the time over at the MLK game when the opposing team threw the ball inbounds you right by their basket? Remember that easy score? Does that come back to your mind? Mm-hmm. Easy bucket over there too. Talk about what your teammates mean to you. We talked about Sharpless, talk about Sam. They're with us today. What about those guys? What do those teammates mean to you with this Lincoln Hornet team?
A lot. We built this team in 6th grade to 8th grade.
And where are you in now? You're in 8th grade right now? Mm-hmm. Any idea where you're going next? What school you go to next?
I don't know yet.
Still got to find out. Coach, who's up next here? We made Coach who we got next? Sharpless is next. Sharpless, big win today, the victory you guys got. Talk about the defense you played today in this game and how you worked those boards, how you worked that defense.
So, man, I got to give a big shout out to Coach Bullard, because it was mainly his defensive and his dig back, his putback drills, and his rebound drills that really got me to where I am today. I've been with him since my 6th grade year, and since I've started getting into games, actually, I've never looked back. So I just really want to give him a big shout out today. I think that's the main reason for my great defense tonight.
Yeah, you were strong inside. Got the big, broad shoulders, able to keep some guys away from the basket. How tough was this Allen J prep team? Coach mentioned number 5 for them. I think it might have been Thomas. How tough those guys were inside. How did you keep them off the boards? How tough were they inside the game today?
You know, to be honest, that's probably the toughest team we're going to play in this conference. I can't really think of anyone else but 5 that really gave me problems. Number 5, he's a great player. All respect to him. He's a great one. He's probably my only challenge on the boards. So,
we talked to Bryson about this. What about what this win means to the team after a tough loss at their place? You come to your place and beat them here by about 8 points tonight. What's this big win mean to this team today?
I believe that this win means a lot to this team because now this gives us a real momentum. And actually now it really gives us a shot at back-to-back conference championships. We haven't had that since 7 years ago, I believe. And so now we have that win. We might be able to just go ahead and flip a coin for it. And we're just really happy to have this win. So now we just have to win out for this. I can't stress it enough. This is a great win for the team.
You want to get in that conference tournament championship game too, I bet.
Yes, sir.
Glad to get there. What do guys like Suggs and Sam Kifer and this entire Hornet team, all these teammates with you today and on this team this year, what do these guys mean working together like this as a team? What do these guys mean to you?
They're my brothers, really. I've been with me and Sam played on that 6th grade team together. Bryson was the manager there. We all got together in 7th, and we joke around a lot, but we take a lot of things seriously. We really bond together, and they're really like brothers to me.
And you learned a lot from Coach Bullard also, I'm sure.
Yes, sir.
About that rebound, about that inside defense, about that work around the boards. Keep up the good work. What do you think this team has to do to keep doing what they're doing now, keep progressing forward and try to make it to that title game? What do you got to keep doing?
We really got to stay disciplined on and off the court, especially in the classrooms. This team, we're only on this team because we're students at Lincoln and we're exceptional students at Lincoln, so we really want to uphold that standard.
Very good job. They keep up the good work. Sharpless is the man. Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's get Sam in here next. Sam will flip the switch for Sam Kifer coming in. Sam, what position do you play, Sam? I can't figure it out. What position do you actually play? Is there a way we can define it or describe what position you play in?
Coach Bullard had a phenomenal answer with the guard forward. I'm happy to play all positions 1 through 5. You know, I consider myself, I'm a good height. I'm 5'8" for middle school. That's
Well, you play bigger than 5'8", don't you? I see you play bigger than 5'8", it looks like to me.
I try to, absolutely.
Yeah.
I try and get in there, and I think, you know, I had a block tonight and a few rebounds. That's something that I really pride myself in. Again, like you said, playing bigger. I love to go at it with the big guys.
You got to think big.
Exactly, yeah. You can't be scared. No.
And you're kind of like we say, kind of like a point forward out there on the team. You bring the ball up, you get the rebounds. You talked on the way in here before you started this tape running here today, in this video interview, an audio video.
Yeah.
You talked about the fact how well the team rebounded today.
Yes.
Talk about that if you will.
I mean, obviously I wasn't on the sideline, so I couldn't see everything, but like, it felt that every moment there was a need for a big rebound, we would get it. Like every time I turned to go get that ball, I would see Zurich had it, or Aiden had it, or David had it. And it just made life so easy for us, because that was the thing we struggled with at Allen J, was getting those, especially those, they got a lot of offensive boards, so us getting those defensive rebounds absolutely helped us in the long run, because it just, again, it slowed the game down and let us play at our pace, and again, prevented Allen J from those second chance points, which 5, that's Tyler, he killed us with those last game. So it was just, this game was all about prevention, and I think we did it extremely well.
Well, I kind of told one guy in the stands, he talked about maybe you were the better players he's seen on the middle school level this year. I said, this guy reminds me like he might be the middle school version of Caitlin Clark after the stuff you're doing. I don't know how you feel about that compliment, but I think that might be a lot of the similarities of some things you're doing, kind of putting this middle school game on the map right now, what you're doing in this game, taking it over. Late in the game, you guys are still attacking the basket, slowed it down a little bit as Coach Bullard talked about, trying to slow it down and kind of work that clock down some. Is your first option, your first mentality, I guess in your mind, is get to the basket all the time? You feel like?
To Coach Bullard's dismay, yes, it is. He's staring at me right now, but yes, to be frank, I should have slowed it down, but that's my mentality. I kind of let pride and I guess personal ambition take over what the team really needed, so I kept driving. Like I have to admit that, because I had a few turnovers going down the stretch that shouldn't have happened. I got fouled a lot. To be fair, I think they're kind of cheap fouls, which I am very grateful to have. But I Yes.
Well, the good thing about it, if you got the ball in your hands, they have to foul you late, so you put yourself at the foul line. You got a good chance to hit those free throws, and that helps seal the win too. That's a good thing also.
That was phenomenal. Like again, that was another reason I kind of wanted to drive. I wanted to get 5 out of the game. I wanted to get Tyler out of the game, and I wanted to get fouled because I felt really good this game. I'm sure you pulled the stats. I feel like I was like 7 for 8 from the line. Could be higher, could be lower. I don't know. But it was that's what we needed, and I'm happy that I was able to provide that for the team in the moment.
We have to go back to the very beginning of the day when you guys first got started. You got off to such a good start in the game. You had to feel good about that too. Good start. You're taking the ball to the hole, hitting some 3-pointers in between, and mixing those in. Very good start to the game. That helped the team a lot.
Oh yeah, it was phenomenal. I mean, against Allen J, I'll go back to when we first played them early in the season. They went out hot. I believe they went on like a 9-point run. So it started off 11-2 with like only 4 minutes left in the quarter. So it was nice to get out on them early and kind of play their game the same way they did against us. We got some very fast players. We got a lot of football players, so that really helped getting down the floor. And yeah, I love driving to the rim, which I think really helped us this game. And you commented on the 3. Yeah, it was a very stupid shot. I was lucky enough to get it to go in because I practiced that shot enough. But yeah, it was. I just felt it in the moment. It's one of those moments where the shooter's just like, I don't think I can miss this.
Well, let's close it out with something like this. Tell me a little bit more about what these guys mean to you. Sharpless and Suggs and little number 3, your point guard, plays very well also. Got a lot of guys surrounding you coming off the bench. Some guys hit some key shots. What do all these guys mean to you as far as a group goes here? Talk one player, Sharpless, I think he said it's like a brotherhood here. What do all these guys mean to you as a whole, as a Hornet team?
My brothers and my family. I love each and every single one of them to death. I mean, Bryson and I, we play AU together. We've been together for a few years now. Aiden Sharpless, and Bryson and I have all been together since 6th grade year, so this will come back for our 3rd year. And then KJ, my point guard, I've known him for quite some time, and I've been able to train with him on multiple occasions. And then I got one of my best friends on the bench, Jamaris Pelham. I've got Lizon, who's my great friend. Like, I could go down the whole list.
Right.
I love all of these guys to death. Like, they're truly my brothers. And Lincoln is, as I love how Aiden Sharpless described it, brotherhood. We are a brotherhood. We love each other to death in the locker room. I mean, we're motivating each other.
You guys never stop talking. You guys are always around each other, bumping each other, popping each other, hitting each other. Always constant contact, keeping each other alert at all times. Always activity going on between you and the other players.
Absolutely, yeah, that's part of our brotherhood. I mean, we love each other. We want to get each other hyped because we know we're ready. Every time I miss a shot, I know KJ's going to be there and say, it's all right, take the next one. I trust you. And I say the same thing to them. I told Bryson at halftime, I said, because I felt like he wasn't being aggressive, I said, come take the ball from me. I trust you to drive just as much as I trust myself to drive. You come get the ball so you can go at it. And he did that in the second half. You saw very early he had quite a few driving plays, and even maybe he did have a pull-up 3. I believe he did, but he just went at it, and I'm so proud of each and every single one of our guys.
As you close out, talk about Coach Brandon Thomas. What did you learn from him?
Oh yeah, Coach Cameron Thomas. Yes.
Cameron Thomas. I call him Brandon because I've seen a lot of Thomases. So, what about you learn from Coach Thomas?
Yeah, I've learned so much. I mean, he's always been a mentor. This is my 6th grade year. He's told me how impressed he is by me. He's always there for me at practice. I mean, he wants me to be great, and that's why I feel the love from him. I think he said he sees himself in me. So I'm really grateful to have that kind of praise from such a legend in the 336 area. So again, it's truly a blessing to come out here and play basketball every day with these guys that I love.
What about Coach Bullard before we close out? Coach Bullard, he's like the father. He's like the godfather of the team, so to speak.
Yeah, he's heart and soul of this program. I mean, everything that goes on goes through him. And from the moment I walked in the gym, I realized how much he cares about each player. He knows every single one of our names. By day 2 or 3, he'll figure it out. And if he gets a name wrong, he wants you to correct him, he's going to use it from that point forward. I mean, he loves each and every single one of us. He's going to go do everything he can to help us win. And he's so passionate about the game. I'm sure you've seen it a million times on the sidelines. That's the most passion I've ever seen a coach have. And he's such a great guy, too. I mean, that man will not speak with a foul tongue. One time, I've seen him say something bad. But otherwise, he's a true role model and just a phenomenal person. And I'm grateful for each and every single season I get to play with him, and I'm sad it's coming to a close.
Well, you've done a good job. Keep up the good work, and hope we have more times to talk together again. Maybe we'll see each other at the conference tournament championship game.
Hopefully.
Hope you're going to be there.
That would be wonderful. All right, thank you guys. God bless. Bye.